Hi, welcome to SBR Videos. I'm Peter Loshak. This is the Can Caddy Cash show for NFL Week 17, and it's coming down to the wire. After going 2-3 last week, Jeff Cadillac is now officially 38-33 against the spread on the year, which is, I guess, cashing, but just barely, especially since, we give benefit of the doubt line, so it's not really minus 110, more like maybe, minus 111, minus 112. So I'm figuring 2-3 this week, not really going to cut it. 3-2 this week, yes, we will say that he cashed for the regular season. Jeff Cadillac, thanks for being back with us.
Thanks for always having me, Peter.
All right, Jeff Cadillac. Well, when we started this, did you have any idea that your record would be, as over 50% as it is? 38-33 against spread. 5 games over 500. 5 games over a coin flip.
Well, let me tell you something. Last week, a couple of teams that were supposed to be playing for playoffs didn't even come in. You had Baltimore was a dud. Philadelphia is now out of the playoffs. You got some teams that just didn't show up, and it's like, come on.
The guy's like a politician. He doesn't answer my freaking question. Okay, the question was, when we started this show, did you have any idea that your record would be as good as it is? 5 games over 500, 38-33 against the spread, Jeff Cadillac.
Well, I'll tell you, Peter. Okay, I figured I'd be better than what the record is right now. That's right. That's right.
Wow.
If you go to my website, I'm picking winners all day long. I'll tell you this. Last week, also with my best bet of the week, Green Bay minus 10.5. I'm 11-5, best bet of the week. Everybody's touting it, baby.
All right. I thought you would be at about 48%, but I guess you certainly surprised me. So you're saying you're disappointed in your record in our show.
That's right. I wanted to be better.
Well, I know you wanted it to be better. I mean, we all want your record to be good. I'm just saying, what did you expect?
I expected to be at least 60% this year.
Wow. High expectations. Right now, your record is 38-33. So if you go 2-3 against the spread this week, I think that means you broke even. And the name of the show isn't Can Caddy Break Even, although we could have named it that, and that would have been impressive if you had broken even anyway. You're going to need to go 3-2 if you want a yes answer for the regular season. Do you think you can go 3-2 this week, Jeff Cadillac?
I think so. In my hand here are 5 more winners. So my record after this week should be 43-32. Okay. Or 33, sorry.
Okay. Jeff thinks his record after this week is going to be 43-33. We'll see what it is. Let's get to your first pick for NFL Week 17. Jeff Cadillac, what's your first game?
Okay, my first game of the week, Chicago Bears at Minnesota Vikings.
All right, Chicago at Minnesota right now. Minnesota minus 6.5. Jay Cutler is starting. What's your take on this game, Jeff Cadillac?
Okay, as all of you folks know and who follow this show, last week I had Minnesota plus the points at Miami.
Yes.
And I got a lot of people asking me, what the hell was he thinking? Why is he taking Minnesota? Even you on this show even said, Minnesota, what's the take? Everybody. Well, let me tell you something.
No. I had Minnesota myself last week.
Okay, but I was on the right side. It was a game that people were asking me. They were asking me, why are you taking this game? I felt very good about this game. I liked Minnesota plus the points. And sure enough, Minnesota covered. But this week, Jay Cutler is on the stage. Last week, Jimmy Clausen was in there for the Chicago Bears. Come on. This might be Cutler's last game in Chicago. He wants to go off with a bang. Minnesota, very positive things this year from Teddy Bridgewater. He's going to have a full off season to really go forward with North Turner as his offensive coordinator. I see a lot of good things for Minnesota. But in this game, I think Cutler is going to pull back a little bit, and he's going to show us the good Cutler, not the bad Cutler that so many of us have been accustomed to. I like Chicago with the points. There's a lot of guys on that team that are playing for jobs. They have to play well. I think there's going to be a lot of shakeups in Chicago after the season is over. Chicago on the road, believe it or not, is actually better than Chicago at home. I like the points here. I think a lot of the team shows up. I think this game is probably a 3-point game at best, but I like Chicago plus 6.5. Take the Chicago, take the points. Very close game.
Oh, nice analysis, Jeff Cadillac. I completely agree with you. I liked it when it was 7.5. That's when I took it, and right now I'd still take it at 6.5. Nice one, Jeff. All right, what's your second game, Jeff?
Thank you, Peter. My second game, Dallas Cowboys at the Washington Redskins.
Washington 6.5-point home underdog.
Okay. I like Washington Redskins here. A lot of people are probably thinking, yeah, Dallas is the better team. But Washington over the years has given Dallas a lot of problems. We all saw the big blowout last week Dallas blew out Indianapolis. Everybody's aware of that. But Washington still plays Dallas tough. Earlier in the season, Colt McCoy, third-string quarterback. Washington Redskins, underdog by 9.5 points. What do? They go into Dallas and they shock the world, okay? They beat Dallas. They gave them a beatdown. Not only did they cover, they won outright. If you noticed last week, RG3, he's playing like the old RG3, the good RG3, not the injured RG3. He's looking pretty good. He knows next year Jay Gruden and him are going to be, toe-to-toe. They're going to have a full off season. I see good things here. RG3 last week against the Philadelphia Eagles made a lot of good decisions. He pulled that defense in, and he burned, what's his name on the corner? Bradley Fletcher. He lit him up. Dallas will probably rest a few people. They're locked into the number 3 playoff spot for the NFC. I like Washington at home. Take the points. It's always a close game between these two. Take Washington and the points.
All right, Jeff Cadillac getting sharp, taking underdogs. And for more information, Jeff Cadillac's website is jeffcadillac.com. And for his best bet of the week, at Jeff Cadillac1, Twitter. All right, Jeff, what's your third game for us?
Okay, my third game this week, the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Houston Texans.
Right now, Houston minus 9.5 or 10. What do you like here, Jeff?
Well, I'll tell you, last week I liked Baltimore versus Houston. I'm sure the rest of the world liked Baltimore versus Houston. We all got stunned. Houston looked great. J.J. Watt, he's not all pro. He's all world. I'm telling you, he is unbelievable. He should get MVP over anybody this year. This game, though, I love Houston because they are playing actually for a playoff spot. They are still alive in this. Jacksonville, hey, they won their 3 games. Last week, they beat Tennessee. We all know that. We all knew that coming in. They played Tennessee very well. But believe it or not, Peter, after they beat Tennessee, they usually lose. A lot of times they lose. So Houston at home, they're going to be pumped up. The spread is 9.5. But right now, I like Houston to blow out Jacksonville and make their way into the playoffs.
All right. Classic Jeff Cadillac analysis and pick here. Houston minus 9.5 is one of the lines that's currently available, so we can give you that one. All right. What's your fourth game, Jeff?
And don't forget, my best bet of the week is 11-5 on Twitter. 11-5 against the spread at Jeff Cadillac 1.
Very nice. 11-5 against the spread. All right, Jeff. What's your fourth game?
Okay, my fourth game of the week is the Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans.
All right, Tennessee +7 is the current line. What do you like here, Jeff?
Okay, Indianapolis last week gets blown out by Dallas. I'm not a big fan of Luck. I don't think he's that great of a quarterback. I think he's overrated. He makes a lot of mistakes. He has a lot of turnovers. He has fumbles. He has interceptions. He tries to make something out of nothing. Look, against Dallas, he looked very bad. They even pulled him. But guess what? After a loss, this guy bounces back like water. I'm telling you, right after a loss, he's 13-1 straight up, 12-1-1 against the spread. Lay the points against Tennessee, even though I think Indy is not going anywhere in the playoffs. Maybe they'll be one and done. But the Indianapolis Colts, after a loss with Luck, they go into Tennessee, they roll over them. Lay the 7, and Indianapolis will be changing things on track for the playoffs.
All right, Jeff Cadillac forecasting a huge bounce back on the magnitude of water for Andrew Luck and the Colts. All right, Jeff, what's your fifth game for us?
Okay, my fifth game of the week, the Philadelphia Eagles at the New York Giants.
Bounce back for the Eagles or not? Right now the Giants are -2.5 or -3.
I'll tell you something right now. I like the Giants in this game. Sanchez has proven to the world that he is a backup quarterback at best. In the games that he's played already, I think he has like almost 20 turnovers himself. He has like 11 interceptions, like 7 fumbles. And let me tell you something. Last week, when they were in a win-or-die game against Washington, they blew it. They're up 14-10. They get the opening kickoff, a turnover by Washington, and they can't punch it in. On the other side, you got the Giants. They go into St. Louis. They beat them up like crazy. I mean, Odell Beckham. I mean, this guy is the steal of the draft right now. He's going to go rings. If Eli Manning sees Bradley Fletcher and Odell Beckham anytime during the game, forget it. It's a touchdown. It's like unbelievable. All of a sudden, the offense for the Giants has come alive. I think it's a perfect setup here for Philly. The Giants lay the points here. Philly is going home. That's all she wrote, baby.
All right, Giants -2.5. You know, last week it was do or die for the Eagles there, and it was also do or die for the Saints, and they died. This week, it's do or die for Jeff Cadillac. You got to go 3-2. You think you got it?
Hey, I think I got it.
All right, we shall see. Jeff Cadillac, awesome show once again. As always, thanks so much. We'll see how this turns out.
The SBR Network offers free sports picks and game breakdowns, big money free betting contests year-round, a real-time Vegas-style odds monitoring service, and much more. So come see for yourself. To stay updated on SBR news and promotions, follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+, and do be sure to subscribe to the Sportsbook Review YouTube channel to catch all our daily sports shows.